everybody, it's Craig Tharp, class of 71. I've been asked to recall some of my memories of Smith Cotton High School, good and bad. I think probably the things I'll take with me the most, number one, it wasn't a bad school. Got a pretty good education considering everything. And number two is the relationships that you build when you're in high school and prior to. And some of those relationships I've carried on to this day. And there's a bond there that really you don't have with anybody else except those friends you had in high school and the people that you knew. Probably the other thing would be just experiences, different things, funny or sad, whatever they might be. But that's basically what I took away from going to dear old Smith Cotton.
Jim Shoemaker, graduate of SC 71.
Yes.
What were
Magnum cum magnum.
What were some of your most memorable times at Smith Cotton? Okay, L Club.
To the Kansas City Blues hockey.
Kansas City Blues hockey, very good.
We beat up Tony Casting in the bus. Those were the days.
Randy Bliss.
Randy Bliss, Smith Cotton 71.
Yeah.
Magna cum magnum.
Well, maybe.
Well,
It's been so long I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
definitely right. That time that the wasp stone missed Tuck on the nose. We were just talking about that.
Poor Mrs. Tuck.
That was something where I can't even remember who it was that was sitting there with me. We were sitting in Miss Tuck's class, and those wasps, they used to bounce off the ceiling. I think we were talking about something like that the other night. Only you were talking about knob.
Yeah.
And this was, and she came over and she sat down in front of us to tell us what we needed to do on a project. And I think we'd been swatting at the wasp with our paint rags.
So they were ticked.
Yeah. And she said,
no, they were wasps.
she said, leave those alone, they'll not bother you. And it wasn't 30 seconds later, one landed right on her nose. And that's the whole class was.
So they won't bother you, but they will bother her.
That was pretty good. I thought that was pretty good.
Brings back many good memories. Unfortunately, at my age, I can't remember any of them. Have a great life.
Les Paul.
There you go.
Richard McQuitty,
Class of 71.
GED.
Big Dick.
GED.
So,
You did graduate with us, right?
barely. I was in the upper third with Jim. Gosh, there's so many things that are memorable, but now that I am a school teacher, I have to always tell my classes every year about Ida Cruzan.
Our favorite.
Oh, and the reason I can't do algebra to this day is my fear of Ida Cruzan, and my story just goes on and on there. But I mean, those of you that remember her, she had bowling balls for breasts and was always tucking them in. And Bliss and I sat by each other, and I constantly spent the whole year drawing caricatures of her, and it was a skull with 3 clumps of hair. God bless you, Ida.
So tell us your name and some of your fond memories of Smith Cotton.
John DeMott, graduate 1971, Smith Cotton High School, Sedalia, Missouri. Some of my fondest memories of Smith Cotton were probably at the L Club. I remember a bunch of us guys, Jim Shoemaker, Dick McQuitty, we were initiated in the Liberty Park around the lagoon, and we had to put a raw egg in our mouth and run around the lagoon, and when we got back to the starting point, we had to spit out the egg, and if it was broken, that wasn't good, and bad things would happen to us. But then the next year we had...